Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching. This week's edition of the Weekly Pointers News Update is going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot to talk about, okay? We're going to talk about a couple of card offers. We're going to talk about Citibank dropping the fees for some of their customers. We're also going to talk about how the war between Russia and Ukraine could possibly impact some of your strategy when it comes to cards. I know it's kind of a weird topic to talk about, but we do have to talk about some of this stuff, okay? We're also going to give you a good food deal at the end as always. If you're not familiar with the Weekly Pointers News Update, it's actually really simple, okay? The idea for the show, which comes out every Sunday evening, is to catch you up on all the news that you may have missed in regards to credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between. And my job is to tie a bow on the end of your week, get you caught up on all the news that you may have missed relating to those specific topics. And we do it in a fun way as well. If you look on the screen on one side, you'll see a list of the topics that we'll be covering. Each topic will be highlighted while I'm covering it, and there's a timer down below to let you know exactly how long I'm going to be covering each topic. You can also check the description for chapters as well if you want to skip around. But why would you want to do that, right? The idea for this episode is to catch you up on stuff you may have missed, and if you skip it, you're just missing it again, possibly. But anyway, seriously, for people like me that have a short attention span, those chapters do help out a lot. I hope the timer and the subjects on the screen help out a lot too. They certainly help me out as well. Before we get started with anything, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts. I also want to give a big shout out to the subscriber base. As I'm recording this, I checked, we've actually hit 2,000 subscribers on the channel. And I can tell you this, we're 100% organic. We don't pay for views, clicks, subscribers, or anything else, okay? Everything that we do here is organic, so those 2,000 subscribers are you, the people watching this video, and I hope you find the channel very informative and helpful. We've got a lot more coming on the channel, so stay tuned. But right now, let's get into the Weekly Pointers News Update. Let's go. As we previously reported on the channel late last year, Marriott is moving away from their peak and off-peak pricing award charts, and they're moving towards dynamic pricing, meaning that your reward redemptions are going to be based on the cash price for the night for a particular property, which does not sound exciting at all. That's not a good thing, and I'm not thrilled about it whatsoever. However, we have some more details now. The first being that this will go into effect beginning March 29th, okay? So keep that in mind, March 29th. If you want to book a property within the current peak and off-peak pricing, you need to do it before March 29th and go ahead and lock that in, because after that date, things are going to be changing. This is really unfortunate because Marriott Bonvoy members liked the predictability of knowing at least what the peak and off-peak pricing was. And even though it could be high at times, there was always a set limit on exactly how far that could go, and that's no longer going to be the case. So the ability to predict what the points redemptions are going to be for some of these properties is going to be gone. There are a couple of bits of good news with this though. The first being that 97% of properties will not make the complete change to dynamic pricing until 2023. But we'll talk about that other 3% in just a second, because there are some of the best properties and most popular properties in the points and miles world. The other thing is that you are now allowed to combine up to 15,000 Marriott Bonvoy points in addition to a free night certificate. So you can combine that 35,000 point free night certificate with 15,000 points. Now you can stay at a 50,000 point property. So keep that in mind. That's a bit of good news. Let's go back to that 3% of properties that I just talked about though, all right? There's 3% of properties that are going to be making changes on March 29th, and these are some of the most popular properties in the points and miles world for Marriott Bonvoy members. And if you're wondering how many properties 3% is, it's about 200 properties, but there are a lot of good ones in that list, and that list will be down in the description below as well. So if you're trying to plan a trip, make sure you take a look at that list in the description, because there are some doozies in there. Some of these aspirational properties that are changing March 29th, just to give you an example, I'm pulling these up right now, are the Ritz-Carlton in New York Central Park, the St. Regis New York, the St. Regis Aspen Resort, and then there's also some international properties as well. You've got the Ritz-Carlton Cancun and much more on here. So these properties are what we consider aspirational properties, meaning that you probably wouldn't go and pay cash price for some of these rooms. It's just far too expensive. But when you can get a good redemption rate on points, it makes a lot of sense, and it gives you the opportunity to experience a luxury resort while redeeming your points. It's a large blow to Marriott Bonvoy customers, and I don't like it at all, and I fear that others are going to creep up and come behind this. We saw the changes with Hyatt recently, where they are now going to peak and off-peak pricing as well. So that's another step that could go towards something like this that Marriott has just pulled as well. So I'm not excited about it. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Starting in 2023, all of the properties, the remaining 97% of properties, are going to be moving towards the dynamic pricing. So for the rest of 2022, they are going to stay the way they are between peak and off-peak, and they will take full effect in 2023. However, those 3% that I just mentioned, the list is down in the description, those will be changing on March 29th. So make sure you make your travel plans accordingly. Citi has announced that they are becoming the first major bank, one of the 5 major banks, to eliminate overdraft fees and overdraft protection fees for customers. Their reasoning for doing this, quote, let me pull this up, they want to make the financial system easier and more equitable for communities who have little or no buffer. Now this makes some sense. I get where they're going with this. Now odds are that if you are watching this channel and you're keeping an eye on your finances, that you're not necessarily worried about overdraft protection fees or overdraft fees or anything like that, because if you're keeping an eye on your money and you're making sound financial decisions, odds are that you're going to be in a position where you have a buffer and you're not going to need these overdraft protections. However, the reason I bring this up on this channel is because you probably know somebody that's in a hard time right now, or they're just getting out of school. Maybe they're just now starting to build up their nest egg and they're trying to get started and they don't have the buffer just because they haven't even gotten started. If you know somebody like that, you may want to refer them to Citibank. Now, I don't get a referral or anything like that for this. I'm just trying to give some sound advice. If you know somebody that's in a tight spot or know somebody that's getting started out and you don't want them to have to worry about overdraft fees, then I would at least have them look at Citibank as an option. All right, I do have to talk about this, even though I don't really want to talk about it, and that's the ongoing situation between Russia and Ukraine right now. First of all, let me say, we are not talking politics here. I'm not giving a political point of view whatsoever. That's not what this channel is. That's not why you tune in. What I want to talk about is how it could impact your credit card usage and your credit card strategy. Pretty much every economist in the world is predicting higher gas prices, and that's because of this particular situation, right? So let's think about this. If gas prices are going to be significantly higher here very soon, what should we do? We should make sure that we are using the right card with the right multiplier to at least take advantage of this, all right? Because we're all going to feel the squeeze at the pump. So the first 2 cards that I'm thinking of just right off the top of my head are the American Express Business Gold card that gets you 4 times on your top 2 spend categories, and gas is one of those, so you can certainly consider that. The other is the Citi Premier card that has 3 times points on gas, and then also you have the Chase Freedom cards as well that are offering a sign-up offer that includes a better multiplier on gas purchases as well. So even though you're going to feel the squeeze at the pump, we all are, there's no way around it, at least make sure you're getting the best multiplier possible. That's why I bring this up, because if you already have one of these 2 cards, you may have already forgotten about this, so this is your reminder. If you don't have one of these cards, maybe go ahead and look into signing up for one. The other thing that you need to do is mitigate your damages when these gas prices come, okay? So the first thing I can think of is use an app like Gas Buddy, all right? Gas Buddy tells you where the cheapest gas is in relation to where you're at, so you could use that to find the cheapest gas. The second thing, sign up for a gas station rewards program, whether that's Shell, whether that's Speedway, or wherever you're shopping for your gas. Go ahead and do that. And then also consider warehouse clubs like Costco, okay? Costco usually has much cheaper gas than what's out at a normal gas station or store. So just look around, try to mitigate your damages. I just want you to start thinking about this now, because odds are it's going to be coming very soon. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer or Chicken Little and tell you the sky's falling, but the odds are that prices are going to go up. It's more money out of your pocket. Try to mitigate that as best you can. The other card I want to mention really quick that has an elevated offer, and this is one that's kind of been out there for a couple of weeks, but not everybody's been targeted for it, so I want to make sure that you're at least aware of it. I'm going to put a link down in the description below for you to check out to see if you're eligible for it. But the Blue Business Plus is offering a sign-up offer of 50,000 membership rewards with $15,000 spend in 12 months. Now, $15,000 spend is a lot, but doing it over the course of 12 months really isn't that bad. It's a no annual fee card. You get 2 times membership rewards on your first $50,000 spent every single year on the card. When I think about it, I swipe that card more than just about any other card that I have. It's a great catch-all card for me at 2 times membership rewards. It's a very thin card as well, so if your wallet's already maxed out and you're like, Brandon, I can't cram another card in here, then you can certainly add this one in there. It's no annual fee. It's a no-brainer card in my opinion, and it adds a lot of value, specifically at this 50,000 membership rewards mark. Here's a couple other deals I just want to mention really quick so you're aware of them. Starting February 27th and going through March 12th, if you're interested in a Target Red debit card or credit card, if you sign up for the card, you'll get a $40 coupon off for a spend of $40. That's right, you get basically $40 for free for signing up for either one of these. We've talked about both the red debit and credit cards on this channel before. If you want to avoid having a pull on your credit, then just go for the debit card, all right? It doesn't show up on your credit report or anything like that, and you can go ahead and collect the $40. So in my opinion, I would go the debit card route, but you can certainly do whatever you want there. And also starting February 27th and going through March 5th, Staples is offering $200 Visa gift cards with no purchase fees. There's a limit of 5 on those, all right? So if you have your Chase Ink cash card where you can get 5 times at office supply stores and you want to get some of these gift cards, hey, absolutely go for it. It's a really good deal. Make sure you take advantage of that multiplier. But both of these deals are out there. I just wanted to make sure that you all were aware of them. The Social Security retirement age has raised for the last time this year in 2022 to 67 years old. So let me read this real quick. This applies to those that were born in 1960 and beyond and those that turned 62 this year. So I don't want to scare anybody if you're in that age group, right? But you should at least be aware of it and make sure you're checking your Social Security statements. This is the last time that this age is going to be raised unless Congress makes a change. The reason it's been raised over a long period of time is because in 1982, Congress passed a law where basically they were going to raise the full retirement age for Social Security in order to keep it solvent and to keep going. One of the other reasons that Congress gave was that people are living longer, they're healthier. I don't know if the healthier part's right, but they are living longer, right, thanks to medical advances. So that's why the age has continually raised. So this will not change again unless Congress passes a law to raise that age. The reason I'm bringing this up on this channel is that unless Congress does something, this is going to be it, right? 67 is going to be it. So when you're electing your officials, make sure you know where you stand on this, especially if you're depending on Social Security for a big part of your income. It's also important to note that those receiving Social Security benefits are seeing a cost of living increase, and this is the largest in 4 decades. Pretty big deal, but it's a big deal because inflation is around 7% right now. So you're still not coming out ahead, but it is worth noting that there's an increase that's pretty substantial here. It's just not keeping up with inflation rates right now. So this is really critical. You need to look at your overall financial strategy, see how it's going to play out when you retire. I know for some of you that may be years and decades off, but you need to start looking at it now and make sure that you keep an eye on your congressmen and women and make sure you know where they stand on it depending on how much you are going to depend on those benefits. Are you already collecting Social Security? Do you have any tips and tricks for those that are getting ready to collect Social Security or are contemplating when they should start taking benefits? Let us know down in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. If you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers news update, you know that I like to end the show on a really good food deal, and this week is no exception. I'm working really hard for that Taco Bell sponsorship, I guess, but they are always offering some kind of really good deal. And this week they are offering a buy one, get one crunchy taco every Tuesday if you order through the app through March 29th. That sounds like a lot of stipulations to me, all right, but it's still a good deal. So the first stipulation is it has to be a crunchy taco. The second thing is it has to be ordered through the app. The third thing is it's only on Tuesdays. The fourth thing is it ends March 29th. So make sure that you are aware of that and make sure you know that when you're ordering. Don't order it on a Wednesday trying to get your BOGO because it's not going to work. It's only on Tuesdays through March 29th. Let me know what you think about the stories I mentioned today, all right? We talked about a lot of stuff, okay? We talked about the situation between Russia and Ukraine and how that could impact us. We also talked about Citi eliminating fees. We talked about a couple of card offers. We talked Target red debit cards and credit cards. We talked Staples. We talked Crunchy Tacos, Social Security. What other channel do you know of that's going to cover all that information in one show? Well, there's probably not a whole lot. There may be a reason for it, but the reason I bring it up is because all these little nuggets of information all come together in your financial picture, all right? All these little things make a difference and you need to be aware of them. That's why I put out this show every Sunday evening, because the whole picture needs to be looked at. It's not just credit cards, it's not just travel. There's a lot more out there that could impact all of these different strategies. So let me know what you think about these stories down in the comments below. Keep in mind we have a lot of new people in the Points and Miles world that are watching this channel, so anything you leave down below will help someone for sure. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, 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 you're going to get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, crunchy tacos, and everything in between, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.